Imagine closing a $3,000 retainer from a hostel rooftop. The LLM just wrote the 3 pricing tiers that sold it, and it took 30 seconds. Welcome to the AI and Future of Work podcast, episode 55. I'm Marcus Chen, and in the next few minutes, you'll get a deployable, travel-ready system that generates value-based packages, spins up checkout links, and runs simple A/B tests you can manage from a phone.
Whoa, under 30 seconds? That almost sounds too neat. Walk me through how the output is actually usable and not just, random numbers on a page.
Totally. Short version, the model generates basic, pro, and premium packages framed around buyer outcomes, deliverables, hours, an anchor price, and a buyer rationale. That JSON output goes into Airtable. You review and approve, a Zap creates a straight price and checkout URL, and you run headlines live to see what converts. The trick is value framing. Buyers pick outcomes, not hours, which reduces negotiation and raises AOV.
Okay, I'm picturing a fragile flow that breaks if one field is wrong. If I'm on a beach with flaky Wi-Fi, what's the minimal stack I need to actually launch this fast?
Keep it tiny. Typeform for the buyer signals, Airtable as the single source of truth, Zapier or Make as the glue, OpenAI for package generation, Stripe for payments, and a simple Webflow page or short links for headlines. Everything runs headless. You can trigger a Zap from your phone and paste a checkout link into a DM, portable and robust.
Give me the exact prompt you drop into OpenAI. I want copy-pastable text.
You are a pricing strategist. For a service, one-sentence service, customer, persona, output JSON with basic/pro/premium, deliverables, estimated hours, anchor price, buyer rationale, and 3 test headlines. Paste that and replace the brackets. Example, you are a pricing strategist. For service, 2-week website redesign for early-stage SaaS founder. Customer, founder prioritizing conversion and speed. Output JSON with basic/pro/premium, deliverables, estimated hours, anchor price, buyer rationale, and 3 test headlines.
I like that it forces a buyer rationale, but AI can be biased. It might suggest prices that ignore local markets or undercut creators in certain regions. How do you guard against that in an automated flow?
Good call. Mitigation sits in 3 places. Require 3 quick customer interviews before scaling. Add a human approval column in Airtable so nothing goes live without a human check. And include a region multiplier field that adjusts anchor price based on locale. Those keep model suggestions tethered to market reality.
Walk me through the Zap flow, but break it into bite-sized steps. I want to picture the exact fields moving around.
Start small. Step 1. Typeform collects 3 fields: service one-liner, persona one-liner, and budget bracket. Step 2. Zapier triggers on submission and creates an Airtable record with those fields. Step 3. That same Zap calls OpenAI with the prompt and stores the returned JSON in an Airtable long text field. Then,
Wait, so the model's JSON lands in Airtable immediately? No manual formatting? That sounds risky if the schema doesn't match.
correct, it lands in Airtable, but we keep an approved price and approved JSON column. Humans review and map fields before the next Zap runs. After approval, a second Zap creates a Stripe price object from approved price and returns a checkout session URL, which we write back into Airtable. Then we push the top 2 headlines to Webflow or short links for A/B testing.
Nice. Can you A/B test headlines without building full pages? I often just test copy in DMs or short links.
Absolutely. 3 lightweight options. Swap headlines on 2 Webflow variants, send headline A to half your list and B to the other half, or use short links with different UTMs leading to the same checkout. Measure click-to-checkout conversion. Run tests for at least 2 weeks or until you hit a conservative floor. I recommend 50 visitors per variant.
You claimed a jump from a 20% to 30% close rate earlier. I'm not sure I buy that without seeing where the lift actually comes from. Break it down for me.
Fair. Put simply, 2 levers. 1. Clearer value language shifts conversations away from hours to outcomes. That reduces bargaining because the buyer sees the outcome as the purchase. 2. Removing negotiation friction with direct checkout options converts exploratory interest into paid commitments faster. In a conservative modeled scenario, assume your discovery calls stay the same, but your close rate improves from 20% to 25 to 30%, and AOV moves from $800 to $1,200 when buyers pick Pro. That single change is an extra client every 5 to 8 weeks, and roughly $3,200 more per quarter. Not magic, just compounding small lifts.
I like compounding small lifts as the honest answer, but we should also flag the main risks so people don't over-automate and learn the wrong lesson.
Agreed. Quick risk checklist and mitigation. 1. Model prices ignore locale. Mitigation. Region multipliers in manual approval. 2. Over-automation removes human judgment. Mitigation. A personalization note and approval gate. 3. Small sample tests produce false positives. Mitigation. Minimum sample sizes and sequential testing. 4. Confusing packages. Mitigation. 3 clear deliverables per tier and buyer-focused language. Do those 4 and you avoid most traps.
Good. Give listeners something to do right now. A 15-minute sprint that gets them to a live test.
Your 15-minute sprint. 1. Open Typeform and create 3 fields: service one-liner, persona one-liner, and budget bracket. 2. Make an Airtable base with columns service, persona, generated JSON, approved price, checkout link, and Y note. 3. Paste the exact prompt I read earlier into an OpenAI call in Zapier or Make. 4. Pick the generated Pro tier and create a Stripe checkout link. 5. DM 5 warm prospects the top headline and track clicks. Finish those and you have a live measurable test, often in under an hour.
I can already picture a nomad running split tests from a hammock. Final practical tip. Always log the why for any price change. It builds a decision trail for visas and better bookkeeping.
Love that. Keep a why field in Airtable. If you want templates, Zap recipes, cloned Airtable bases, and ready-to-run prompts, we put everything into the Price Automation Bootcamp. Enroll at nomadlifesuccess.com/courses and get the starter kit so you don't build from scratch. Automate the ordinary. That's the point. Amplify the extraordinary.
Let's make this actually work for you. Start small, test fast, and keep the human touch. See you in the bootcamp.
That's your AI blueprint for today. Ready to implement? Enroll in our high-income remote skills courses at nomadlifesuccess.com/courses. Automate the ordinary. Amplify the extraordinary.